Hey everybody, it's Durger time. Welcome back to another episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2016, Billy Corgan's NWA. We are moving on into our December. And, obviously we have some issues to deal with. Mostly the fact that Cody Rhodes is out for 5 months. Not good. Yeah, that is, he has a detached retina, and, he's not looking good. So one of the things we could do in this situation is we could, see if he can do a surgery. I don't know if he can, but we can take a look. But anyways, what we got going on is we are in the middle of a tournament. So we're gonna have a tournament to crown the new champion, interim champion, so that, vacant doesn't continue to be the NWA champion. And boy, I tell you, I feel like if we made a super cut of this show, I really feel like injuries would be the number one thing that we would see in this entire series, because it seems like every time we have something going on, somebody major gets injured and totally derails our momentum. It's really annoying. We're still doing 2 shows. I think we're going to be very soon doing a TV show again. I think that was what was getting us our most momentum, and I think we can afford it. We just have to be smart with it. Yeah, I think that might be the best option. So first, let's take a look at Cody. Cody's going to be out for like 5 months, I think. He's extremely happy though, despite being injured. He's extremely happy. Jeez. All right. Where's your physical? Injuries, detached retina. All right. Yeah, everyone. Ryback's got a radial head fracture. Chris Daniels has a depressed orbital fracture. Tyler Bate has a Jones fracture. Everyone is like dying. It's great. It is 5 months out of. He's been injured twice, actually. It's not great. It's not drug testing. Where do I go for surgery? Here we are. Okay. So we could do a surgery. I don't know what the price would be. Low risk surgery. Okay. Well, let's do it. Let's see how much sooner. 5 months is a long time to have Cody Rhodes gone. Deemed a complete success. Should now be back in action, but sooner than thought. The surgery is confident damage that injury created reduced dramatically. So he's gone down from 5 to 3 months, which is good. Tyler Bate can also have a surgery, a very low risk. We should probably do that. Okay, there you go. 34 days. So Cody's still going to be out for 3 whole months. But it's a lot better than 5 months. And we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with it. Boy, oh God. That is something. Well, let's fast forward to we have 1 month to go till the end of Championship Wrestling here. We should look at a show going forward, I think, though. When we get over there, I do want to look at maybe bringing back Starrcade. I know some of you guys felt it was a bad idea, but I feel like we were getting more momentum. I feel like we're going backwards. I think we need more than 2 wrestling shows a month. I think we need a TV show. We just need to be smart about who we put on it. That's all. We'll just have the lower card on there, and maybe every once in a while a big card person. I think we could do it and play it smart and be fine. Especially because we have tons of belts now. We have so many championships and stuff like that people could be competing for on TV shows that are don't cost us nearly anything. That could really help bring up some of our momentum. So let's go ahead and advance to our next show. All right, and we're back. It's been a Happy New Year's in the game, at least. So we've gone 1 year, almost 1 year, through the entire game. I think we started in January. I guess we did start January 1st in the game, and we are here. So we can go ahead and get some of our info here. I'm kind of curious to go through our list here, see what's happened for the 1 year. So Wrestler of the Year in our observer here has been awarded to Kazuka Okada, which makes sense. Company of the Year is New Japan. Team of the Year, The Next Generation. Match of the Year, Naito defeated Okada at Full Force. Show of the Year. So pretty much New Japan seems to have most of that. Young Wrestler of the Year, for old Flamata. Where are you working? Wow. Popular. And certainly cost a lot. Okay, never mind. Veteran of the Year. All right. Good for Makabe. Female Wrestler, Aya Shirai. Most Improved Company was Wrestle One. Independent Wrestler of the Year, MVP. Manager of the Year, Paul Heyman. Announcer of the Year, Daisuke Sugaya. Color Commentator of the Year, William Regal. Referee of the Year, Mike Chietta. And we got nothing. Well, I didn't think we were going to get much. But that is the year in review. Let's go ahead and get to our show. But first, we have a lot of stuff going on. Oh, crap. Oh, we got a lot of contracts to fill. Corey Hollis' contract's ending. All right. We should quickly go through our contracts. And I guess we'll figure out who we really want to keep, too, while we're doing this. Let's see. Contract deals expiring. Flip Gordon we have for like a million years. Okay. John Schuyler goes away in 2 days. Ashley Vox goes away in 2 days. Tyler Bate goes away in 2 days. Chris Dickinson goes away in 2 days. Candice LeRae goes away 2 days. Dalton, Tim Storm, Bull James, Ryback, Trent Beretta, and Corey Hollis. And then Simon Gotch and Mike Verna go away in 50 days. Nick Aldis in 84. Let's go ahead and extend some of these contracts to people. I think first one, that makes sense. Why are you irritated? Left off the Super Cup night 1. Oh, are you seriously? Really? That's really what you were irritated about? Okay. I think we're going to renegotiate. Oh, because all those collapsings. Okay, well, that's going to be a problem. Tyler Bate. Oh, no. Huh. Oh, I think all of our... I wish the game stopped you before that contract expired. So anybody within the last days of the of their contract, they cannot be negotiated with. I mean, that's fine. We can just pick them back up again. I mean, some of these we're not going to pick back up. I think we're done with Chris Dickinson. I think we're done with John Schuyler. Ashley Vox keeps on showing up for our people of most potential, but we're not really using them. Candice LeRae, we can pick back up again. Dalton Castle, Tim Storm, Bull James, and Ryback we can pick back up again. That's not that big of a deal. Trent Beretta, we probably want to pick back up again now. So let's go ahead and do that. You're currently doing 13 a show. Here, we'll do 1380. We'll guarantee you 1500 and 3-year contract. Okay, well, we'll go up a little bit. That's fine. What? Expect around 1670? Here, how about this? What if I give you a hiring veto? 1610? Never lower an upper mid Carter. 1500. Come on, dude. Fine. Apparently got a lot more valuable lately. Tim Storm, I don't think I can negotiate with. Final week. We'll pick him back up. It's not a big deal. Who else? I don't think none of these guys are going to get exclusive contracts in like a day. Though I'm a little miffed about the fact that some of these guys we can't renegotiate with because we had a falling out with the last negotiation. It's kind of a problem. Dalton Castle, I can't do. Corey Hollis, we can just let him drop. It's fine. Simon Gotch. Well, we can deal with these a little bit later. So we're going to lose these guys for now. We can pick them back up. It's not a big deal. I mean, our roster's fine as it is. We probably have too many anyways. So trimming it down a little bit isn't going to kill us, and we can always pick up the people we really want. Though we have to worry about the Nick Aldis situation. We really want him back. We'll figure out what the hell to do with that. Anyways, let's go ahead. Let's clear this out. Yeah, they gave new contract to Sammy. That's fine. Okay, delete it all. Let's go ahead and go book our show. All right. Get the CW in there. So it's still pretty good backstage ratings. Someone told me that if I clear the air and most people are happy, they'll get a bonus. But I don't think that's the case. I think it's the opposite. But let's go ahead and let everyone clear the air. It'll make them happier, but it'll lower the tension in the air a little bit. There we go. Okay. So we got that going. So I guess we'll just book the show. Yeah, let's do it. All right, and we're back for our semi-final night for our championship wrestling tournament for the NWA Worlds Heavyweight Championship. And we have some other stuff in here, but for the most part, it's a pretty light and lean championship wrestling episode. We're really just focusing on the specific matches to try to crown a champion as soon as possible, move on to it. So let's go on with the show. So we start off a segment with Cody Rhodes, probably one of his last appearances for quite a bit of time on the show. He comes out to do a promo in the middle of the ring to start the show off with an eye patch over his eye with the words American Nightmare on it. And always the marketer, he uses any opportunity to try to, obviously make a buck. Carney's going to Carney, I guess, right? He goes and says, this eye patch is now available on ProWrestlingTees.com. He gets a chuckle from the crowd. It pains me to see this belt on that desk, and he points over to the announcer's table, and not over on my waist. But you know what? That's sometimes what happens in this business. I'm going to be going away for a few months, but I promise you all I'll be training nonstop, and I will be back stronger and better than ever. And I will be your champion again. May the best man win this contest this week, because you'll be facing me soon. So B+, not bad. Strong start. We had to soup up Billy Corgan's announcing. I got to go backstage and kind of up him. He should be doing a lot better of a job in microphone work. I mean, the dude's a singer. I think he knows how to use a microphone. Got the crowd hotter, though. Good stuff. We have just a basic announcers package for the matches tonight. So, obviously, first up in the matches for our quarterfinals are Brian Pillman Jr. versus Zack Ryder. No. It's a pretty good match. C-. Decent match. Zack Ryder ends up defeating Brian Pillman in 15 minutes in pinfall. But after using underhanded tactics, he cheats a little bit. He puts his feet on a rope, kind of gets a dirty pin. Got the crowd hotter. Both did pretty well, about 58 and 56 respectively. Zack Ryder's getting better at his gimmick. Pretty good match. So Zack Ryder moves on into the semifinals, and he'll be facing the winner of Nick Aldis and Chuck Taylor tonight. And we have a angle afterwards. So Brian Pillman's doing a backstage interview, and he's talking about how he's disappointed about the fact that he lost this tournament, and he came so close last tournament. He thought he was going to do better. He thinks Zack Ryder cheated and, basically betrayed the trust of the ring and the crowd. And he says, I'm not worried about that because I don't need to cheat to win. I have a championship here that says I'm the best in North America. This is the belt that really means the most to me. I would have loved to have been the world's champion, but that'll come soon enough. Right now, I'm looking forward to representing North America and challenging all comers. And as he's saying that, he ends up getting attacked by Hangman Page from behind. Still furious over his loss in the opening rounds of the tournament. He ends up beating him down to the ground. Throwing into the wall, ends up grabbing the North American Championship, screaming at him, saying, "This is mine, this is my belt," and then throwing at him in disgust. So we got some simmering tensions between Hangman Page and Brian Pillman, with Hangman Page now making his intentions known that he was cost the championship chance, and he will now try to take a belt in reparation. We have another match coming up. This is on the opposite end of the bracket. So Will Ospreay versus Flip Gordon. In a fantastic match. Holy crap. B- 71. Will Ospreay looking great out there. Fantastic heat. Great wrestling. Will Ospreay defeats Flip Gordon in 14 minutes with a 360 splash. It was a high spots match. It was totally what these two could do best. They look great. Will Ospreay's never looked better on this show. 83 out of 100 is amazing. Flip Gordon looking pretty damn good himself. 57, I think, is better than what he's usually done. Definitely in his element. Fantastic match. Unfortunately for Flip, Will Ospreay ended up doing his aerial assassination of him and ultimately moving on to the semifinals, in which he will be facing the victor of Dustin Rhodes versus Tama Tonga. We have just a little aside match. It does horrible. Just as a quick breather in the match, we have Tessa Blanchard defeats Ashley Vox in 7 minutes with a pile driver. But in the middle of the match, Tenille Dashwood comes out and causes a distraction, trying to cost Tessa Blanchard the match, with some simmering tensions between the two of them. Tessa and Ashley have some great chemistry in the shows. Ashley Vox is really off her game, though. And we've advanced some of the women's division storyline from it. We have another announcement saying that the next match will be Dustin Rhodes versus Tama Tonga. And actually, pretty good match. Good heat, decent wrestling. Dustin Rhodes defeats Tama Tonga in 15 minutes with a pile, in a pinfall with a reverse DDT. 56-54, they're about evenly matched. Dustin Rhodes a little bit off his game. But ultimately, Dustin Rhodes, eyeing the Rhodes legacy, is barreling forward to face Will Ospreay, someone that is a lot younger, a lot sprier than him. Will definitely be a challenge if he's looking to move on into the finals. And finally, we have Nick Aldis versus Chuck Taylor. Which is a pretty good match. Not actually best match of the night. Looked like it was Ospreay and Flip. But main event, we get a 60, a C. great heat, decent wrestling. Nick Aldis defeats Chuck Taylor in 22 minutes by a pinfall. Both retiring. Went a little bit too long. Got the crowd buzzing, though. It dragged a little bit too long for an all-out match, but overall, pretty good match. Nick Aldis improving his flying skills as well. Not something he really needs, but good for him. And ultimately, Nick Aldis moves on into the semifinals. So, in the next show, we will have Nick Aldis versus Zack Ryder and Will Ospreay versus Dustin Rhodes. The winners of those matches will face each other at that very night, doing a double duty, and will be crowned. The winner of that match will be crowned the new NWA Worlds Championship. So pretty big match, pretty big show actually. Did pretty well. We're still getting our penalties for our live experiences and stuff like that, but they're really good shows here. 71, 83, some high scores here. People seemed excited, which was good. Ashley Vox, we're just gonna tell them they can do better. Chuck Taylor, we'll point out as a good example, and Will Ospreay, tell them they're awesome. Praise for a great performance. That sounds good. Okay. And we'll move on. Now, unfortunately, we are going to be losing some of our wrestlers the next show, but we're going to look at rehiring them, at least the ones that we want, and we'll look on from there. I don't think we're going to lose anybody significant at the very least, but we'll have to see. So let's see what we got going on here. Anything special going on? Not really. Oh, Sexy Stars wheeling her way around AAA for political alliances. I'm shocked. Absolutely shocked. And then how was our report here? Feedback was excellent. Show went down really well. Fantastic. Tanil's now signed a PPA with IWA. That's fine. We still have a 0.01 buy rate. And then people seem to not. Everyone has opinions on people. Okay. So, that was the show. Not bad. We're barreling forward to a conclusion to actually crown a champion. Unfortunately, obviously Cody's going to be still a couple months out. But, I think that all four of those guys would be great champions for the World's Heavyweight Championship. It's hard to know where we want to go. Nick Aldis makes sense. Dustin Rhodes makes sense. Zack Ryder has a lot of momentum going in and is very popular. It could make sense. And Will Ospreay, makes a lot of sense, especially if we're going to have him, maybe move him out of the juniors. Maybe move him into the main event scene. A lot of options there. Who do you guys think will win? That'll be interesting. We got four pretty strong competitors as an interim champion. I do know the answer to it already, so don't think you're going to sway me. But I think it'll be pretty interesting to see. And we have some other things that are building up in the sides that should be pretty interesting. In the next show, it'll pretty much be a regular championship wrestling show. It won't be as tournament-focused because obviously there'll only be 3 matches in the tournament. So we'll have to see some other events, some tag team matches, and other fun stuff. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining me for our first show in the new year in 2019 in this game. It's crazy to think that we're a couple months away from barreling forward and actually having a new show in 2019 ourselves. Obviously, this channel was started only not even a year ago. Right now, we don't have a lot of subscribers, but, feels like a lot to me. I never even thought we were going to have more than 10 on this channel, and you guys have been fantastic, and I thank you. You guys really Honestly, seeing the feedback, seeing the interactions of you guys in the comments is what drives me every week to do a show and drive me to come up with new ideas and new TEW scenarios. Obviously, we have the New Japan show going on, which just got just kicked on, just started. We have our local to global. We got some other video games and stuff like that we've been doing. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been a fantastic 9 months so far. I'm really happy with where we're going on the show, how it's progressing, and obviously the feedback that you guys have been giving me. Thank you, everyone. Anyways, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.